So I wanted to go over some uncommon things, like some little tidbits of knowledge that you Maplers out there may not know because they're not exactly common knowledge, unless you kind of go through the webs like me and go digging for information. So just stick around. I'm gonna go over a few things here, and maybe you gain some knowledge. So I want to start by talking about some dungeons that people don't know generally to do because they actually don't affect your dungeon total of your 30 dungeons. Now, those are the Dark Descent dungeons, which give you hobby fruit, which you actually can spend in Queenstown. There's a vendor there for that. There's some nice things you can get over there. And the premium dungeons. Now, premium dungeons, you can do them once a day per account, and it gives you premium coins, which you can use a whole new different roulette to spin on. And they also give you about 200k, a little bit over 200k a day. So just make sure to try to do those because it's really nice. And another thing to note when it comes to Dark Descent is that if you look at the rankings, if you go by your class specific, so whatever class you're playing by, if you can actually somehow make it to the top 10 in the Dark Descent dungeon, you can get this belt here, the Old Fairy King's belt. And boy, come on, look at this belt. Look at those stats. I mean, yeah, it expires. I think about two. I think it expires like when the new season happens. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But hey, if you can manage to get your hands on this belt, that's pretty dope. And another thing that I have in mind that I wanted to talk about is also the Maplestory board. Now, it's really annoying having to click and spend your coins every time to go across the board. But one thing that you should keep in mind is that when you actually roll the dice and exit, it will skip the animation and allow you to just keep rolling over and over. I kind of burned through my coins already because once I figured that out, I burned through all like 120 coins I had. But yeah, just you just press roll and exit, and it'll make the process a lot faster. Because for me, it was really annoying, so I just didn't even bother using the board. Also, I kind of wanted to talk about weapon enhancements and why people are actually trying so hard to go for plus 12 and whatnot. Because I've been hearing and seeing some posts and seeing people saying in game that it makes no sense that you're going so crazy over plus 12 when all the dungeons in the game right now can be run at like even plus 8 or just plus 5 and whatnot. Now, besides, just to make sure you guys know, it's pretty common knowledge, but maybe some of you guys don't know. The stat you want to be aiming for with your weapon is actually piercing and your class's attack. So for me, I'm supposed to be going for piercing and physical attack. As you see here, I only have physical attack and I don't have the actual piercing. You would always want to get piercing, and I actually have a lot of work to do to catch up to that in time. Now, the reason why people are going for these enhancements is in about a month, in November, the Chaos Raids are supposed to be coming out. And now with the Chaos Raids, depending on which dungeon you have been doing and which weapon you have been enhancing, so either you've been doing the Merpagath or the MSL or the Ancient Rune Dagger or Rune Weapon, you'll be doing a specific dungeon and it corresponds like this. So with Merpagath, you'll be doing Chaos Deverick. With the Ancient Runes, you'll be doing Chaos Morg, and then with MSL, you'll be doing Chaos Varicanth. Varicanth? Vari? This guy. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. All right, now the last thing I want to talk about is the Google document that I had previously just up. Now, in a previous video, someone was asking me where it came from, and I went ahead and sent it to them. But I wanted to make sure to add it to this video because that's also itself a big, huge chunk of knowledge and helps you with a lot of things in the game that you're probably confused with and want to know. Now, this is a document from a Twitch streamer that goes by the name of Vero. I think it was It's Vero before now, but now it's just Vero. And he actually recently got partners, so congrats to him. This guy is like a huge wealth of knowledge. Like if Jesus Christ was a Maplestory 2 streamer and his body of Christ is basically like this FAQ. So yeah, you guys really need to check him out and show him some love. All right, so yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. You guys have a good one.